Hey guys, we're in night one, and I'm talking about the Walking Dead episode 2 trailer. Now, for those of you who don't know, recently there was an episode 2 trailer released, and it wasn't like the leak that I think came from Comic-Con, I believe it was, either that or PAX, I'm not sure, but it was like more like a trailer style, and if you haven't watched it yet, I'm about to spoil basically the whole thing for you. So maybe go watch it, then come back and watch my video. I'm going to just analyze this trailer, going to watch it, and then I'm going to stop it at parts and say what I think those parts may mean to episode 2. Okay, so without further ado, let's start this trailer.
There's this cold that settles on my skin. It happens right before a storm.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it there. When she says there's this cold that settles on my skin like right before a storm, I wonder if she actually means a real storm or does she mean like a Walker herd? Because remember in episode 3, like of season 2, I think the Walker herd kind of represented the whole storm thing. Like they were saying storm's coming or something, and it was the Walker herd. So I wonder if she means that actual storm or if she means that it's a Walker herd or something. Or maybe she just means how things are about to get darker. Anyway, I also want to talk about this scene. It looks like Violet and Clementine and 10 are praying. AJ has his eyes open. Looks like those three are praying. That's what it looks like in this scene. Maybe they're by the graves. Maybe they're paying their respects, which to me, if Sophie and Min are alive, that kind of doesn't make much sense. I don't know. Maybe this is after they save Sophie and Min and maybe one of them died or something like that. Or maybe they're just paying their respects because maybe they think they're dead even though they know they've been taken by the raiders. Maybe they think they're dead by now. Okay, moving on.
AJ?
Now that scene could easily be a nightmare. When she's saying like AJ and stuff, that could easily be the nightmare that woke her up in the whole preview where she woke up and AJ was already up. It could easily just be a nightmare where she loses AJ or maybe AJ gets bit or something. So I'm just pointing that out. That looks like a nightmarish scene where the door's all red. It doesn't seem like that's real. Okay, let's go on.
Sometimes I need the quiet.
Okay, we have Violet saying, I need the quiet. Okay, now I'm just going to stop it there because I just want to mention that could either be just Violet being, Violet being an introvert, or it could be a creepy scene. Like imagine if Violet is in the corner of the school just like cutting the wall, cutting just random things into the wall, and then Clementine's like, hey, Violet, how's it going? And Violet just responds like, sometimes I need the quiet. So yeah, it could be one of those creepy scenes where like, or it could just be Violet being an introvert. I'm not sure exactly. Okay. I just want to point out before exiting this scene that this obviously is not the same scene from the preview because AJ is not there. AJ is not on the table or desk or whatever that is. So her waking up here is not the same scene we saw in the preview. So this is something different. And this may very well be the scene where she wakes up and maybe AJ is not around and she's like, AJ? Maybe. It may be. All right. Now, this is clearly Clementine and AJ walking in front of, I'm not sure who the person on the left is. It may be a sim. I think it may be a sim. And Lewis, that's obviously Lewis because he has Charles. I think the name of his bat thing is. And that may be a sim. It may be Violet. I don't know. But it's something type of eerie here because one, if you notice, the person on the left already has the arrow. Why are they just holding around an arrow? Are they planning on shooting Clem and AJ? Maybe a walker appeared and they're going to shoot a walker near Clem and AJ. Maybe they're walking into the raider thing, but this kind of seems a little creepy because Clem and AJ are walking so far ahead and whoever this person is with the bow is walking almost like kind of with this arrow in hand. Now, Lewis just looks regular. Lewis just looks like Lewis, I guess. He's walking, he's got Charles in hand. I'm not sure what's happening here, but it doesn't seem like it's good for Clem and AJ. Even Clem turning around here could be the same scene, and it could indicate that she notices something wrong. Or maybe she's noticing a walker. Who knows?
Clementine!
I'm not sure who said that. It sounded like it could have been Violet. It could have been, I can't remember the kid's name. The kid who kept staring at Clementine. I think his name was Frankie. I'm not sure. It could have been him. Could have been even 10. Probably not, though, because 10's voice sounds a little different. But I'm not sure who that was, who screamed while Clementine was struggling. Maybe Clementine was struggling with a walker. Maybe she's struggling with a raider. We don't know. But I'm not sure who that was who screamed.
Am I a murderer?
Yes, kind of. But this scene where AJ acts as, am I a murderer, may be kind of like showing him growing up a bit. it may show that he's starting to realize like his actions have consequences, and he's starting to maybe even feel bad for what he did to Marlon. He may be like, wait, am I a murderer? You know, like I said, kids run on impulse. So he may have actually now thought of what he actually did and realized how, like, you know, Marlon already gave up and everything. So he may be thinking like, wait, am I a murderer? So it may show a little growing up stage for him.
I did what you told me to.
Now that part where he says, I did what you told me to, that may not be actually based on the murder. That may be something very small, like where he may have just been doing chores and then come back and be like, I did what you told me to. I know that sometimes in these trailers, they try to make all this stuff look like creepy by combining like people saying things like they said it right after the other when sometimes they didn't. So it may just be possible that AJ was just doing something regular there, and it may just be not creepy or serious at all.
You'll die protecting him.
Now, that voice, before I get onto it, I didn't realize that voice may be Lily. I'm not 100% sure yet, but people are saying that's Lily's voice, and it may be Lily's voice. She did seem to know about Lee, so it sounds a little different. It does sound like it could be Lily, so it probably is Lily. And if this is Lily, then they're definitely going the whole antagonist route with her.
A walker you didn't spot. A bullet you couldn't dodge.
Now, this scene with 10, I'm not exactly sure what's happening here because it all seems a little weird. You have 10, you have, I think, Frankie back in the background, and then you have, once again, I forgot his name too, the guy who was making weapons. Let's go with that. And he's kind of looked like he's preparing, like crouched, like, I don't know, while Frankie just looks regular. I don't know whether this could just, once again, not be too serious of a scene. It could be maybe 10 and AJ fighting. I don't know. It could be something like that. It doesn't seem like they're being attacked. They could be, but based on Frankie or whoever that kid's name is back here, it doesn't seem like they are being attacked. It seems like maybe just a dispute.
A desperate cry for help that brings the herd. It happened to Lee, and it'll happen.
Once again, this is Clementine's dream sequence. It looks like everything's red. I think this is the dream sequence. I'm not sure what this signifies, but I bet it will signify something. It'll probably be like foreshadowing or something like that.
To you.
Okay, now here's the thing. I watched this video twice, and in both times I didn't realize this may be Lily, because it doesn't look like her. I'm sorry. It doesn't really look like Lily. I'm gonna put like look at Lily from season 1. It just doesn't look exactly. It may be her, and actually the third time I went and I looked at the forums and people are saying this is Lily, and the only thing that kind of tipped me off was the eyebrows. If you recall, Lily had distinctive eyebrows in season 1, and I'm like, oh, those eyebrows. Okay.
Don't ever say his name.
All right, now I want to talk about Clementine. First things first, before I talk about what she said, notice she has Marlon's bow. And that is, at least it appears like Marlon's bow. And it is cool if she does, because it could imply that she has taken Marlon's role in the group, that she has become like the leader of the lost children, I guess you could call them. And now she says that don't you ever say his name or something along those lines. She could be talking about Lily, talking about Lee. Once again, they could have just thrown those shots together. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something from another game, somebody from another game who died or something. Maybe someone's talking about AJ or something. Even though I doubt that because AJ's still alive. And people tend to be like, don't you say his name when he's dead. So maybe she's talking about someone else. It could be Lee. It could be that she's responding to what the narrating, which said that, you know, it happened to Lee. Maybe she could be talking about that. But I just hope that if it is Lily and this is going the whole antagonist route, that they come up with some type of good explanation, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, imagine if Lily comes up and says, oh, Lee left me on the side of the road. Okay, it's been 8 years. Even if that did happen, so what? Lily didn't really do anything to Clementine. She killed Carly, but she didn't really do anything to Clementine, so I can't see Clementine holding a grudge either. So if Telltale does go the Lily antagonizing route, I hope that they do come up with some type of really good reason why. Now, before I get to the ending, I just want to point out this little clip that was shown for like less than a second with AJ kind of reacting while being held by someone. Notice that's not Clementine. That's not Clementine holding him back. My guess is something is happening to Clementine right now. Maybe she's in some pain. Maybe the Raiders have caught her. Maybe they're beating her up or something. And AJ is kind of, you know, squinching at that or whatever it is. Or maybe I don't know what's happening, but it seems like AJ is reacting, and it may be to Clementine. It may not be, because it doesn't seem like his face is reacting that serious. Like if it was Clementine, I would imagine maybe crying, maybe some pleading. It seems like he's just reacting. So he's definitely not being held by Clementine. As you can see, this person has some type of chest tear. Maybe it's Abel. He's not held by Clementine. Someone's holding him back. Maybe Clementine, something bad is happening to Clementine. I don't know, but Clementine, that's not Clementine behind him. Okay, now we see Clementine has some sort of person's boot on her neck. It could be Lily's, but that kind of looks like Violet. I don't know why. To me, that just kind of looks like Violet's boot. I don't know why. It probably isn't, but maybe because it looks small and it looks kind of like it could be a kid's boot or shoe. It just, I don't think that's Lily. It could be, but I don't think so. It looks small. Now, Lily could just have small feet, but it looks like it may be one of the kids. And I don't know why. For some reason, I got this Violet vibe on me. For some reason, I have no clue why I got that on me. But yes, it ends with Clementine being held to the ground, I guess, by someone's boot on her neck. And that is the analysis of the trailer. All in all, the trailer was done pretty well, and it looks like this is going to be a really interesting episode. If you guys think I missed anything that you guys think is significant, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. May God bless you all.